Hi, my name's Bryce. Welcome back to VHS Play, where we are playing Resident Evil 3 and recording it all on VHS. Last time, why am I in caution? Right, there were hunters. Last time we had a real rough go of things. A real rough go. So yeah, this time... crud. I still have the system disk that I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with. We still have a facility key that I feel like there's something to do with that. I'm pretty sure So I was looking at a walkthrough just because I'm pretty sure I'm towards the end of the game. And, yes, I am pretty dang close to the end of the game. Which means it's time for that Magnum to come out of, the box. Do I not have bullets? That's it? Just 6 bullets? Okay, well... Cool, that's the plan. Alright, so supposedly there's a door that I need to go poke some things with. It should have opened after things, and I'm pretty sure it's a door I already checked, and it did in fact not open. So I think there's some other thing that I need to do that involves this key that I have, and also the system disk. Because, right. You know what? Leave me alone. I am done with your nonsense. Alright, just wanted to double check. So while I did look at that walkthrough, I didn't really look at anything that I needed to do. I was just looking to see like how much of the game is left. And we are just about done. This probably won't be the last episode. Just because there's, at least one more boss fight. I think it's just two. Just 2 more boss fights. Maybe. Maybe more. Right. You know what? I was going to go check some things over here. So we'll go check those things over there. You giant jerk. Okay. That's the door I came in from. This is electronically locked. Card key reader. Right, I needed a card key. That's what I am missing. So, I have a rather full docket tonight. There's a card key reader. Good to know. Yes, we'll take blue herbs. Now that I'm assuming I can't get through here. But apparently I just assumed wrong because there's just these switches here. Jill, back up. So I saw the... Jill, please. I saw the jets of steam. I didn't see the switches. Apparently this one will turn off that one, but it turns this one on back over here, right? And that's staying on. And that switch only seems to go one way. Maybe I do need something else to do stuff in here? I really wish I could see around this corner. Well. We're just going to get stuck on that. Boy. Alright. So it seems like we can only have one switch active at a time, but if we push this one, then that one turns off, this one does not, and now we're trapped. Unless this square here that looks like a vent that I might be able to crawl through. Oh wait, there's another switch here. And let me just punch the mic arm because that's what I do. So yeah, what the heck? Just these all switch on a single okay. Turning that switch on. Now the lower pipe is going. Now the upper pipe is going. Nothing has changed over here. There we go. This controls the power system. Let's try that again. This controls the power for the safety system. It's set to standby mode. Yes. I'll push a switch. Power has been supplied to the safety system. Something is blinking. What's blinking? What are you trying to get my attention to go to? There you go. Just skip to that. Alright, all I can hope is I wasn't actually taking any damage from the steam and it was just like a, hey, nope, you can't go through here sort of thing. On one hand, I feel like saving would be a waste. On the other, I really do feel like some, nonsense is about to happen. So let's just save. I need to put these in here anyway. Can't say I want to do things in that room again. See, what's really upsetting about that that puzzle is that it essentially is like a basic logic puzzle, but it's just like, because everything is off screen, you can't tell exactly what's going on. So it's just like really like very incomplete information that's making things difficult to the point of obnoxious to try to solve. Or at least that's my opinion of it. Again, this game has kind of been making me salty for a bit. Oh, come on, Jill. Can you please run in a straight line? I know that's my fault, but... Anyway. Like, I think if that puzzle had been presented in a different way to the point that I can understand that, oh, hey, it's just a simple, like, logical AND gate, I would be more into it, but just, like, the interface of having it spread out across, 4 different camera angles and not being able to see everything, like, it kind of falls into the same situation as that, the puzzle from last time with the fill these bars as much or whatever to do water quality tests.
You're still wandering around.
Nikolai? So, you want to get out of here alone? Is that your plan?
I made certain none of the other supervisors survived. Since I'll be the only one who knows what really happened, I'll have more bargaining power when it comes to discussing my bonus.
Then why kill me? I'm not on their payroll.
What you eliminated for reasons of their own. The amount is modest, but there is a reward to be claimed upon the confirmation of your death.
That's great, except I have no intention of contributing to your retirement fund.
Welp. Who's ready for a boss fight? Please insert. Hey, we have one of those. No, we're just going straight in. Okay.
Warning. Proceeding with operation in treatment room. Please evacuate immediately. Stars.
Stars.
Okay, that kept going. Okay, so in terms of like boss puzzle stuff, like the way they handled showing you the acid. Oh, come on. Well, I have put myself into a pretty bad location here. Why won't you die? Okay, there we go. He's finally dead. For reals? Please? Oh, good lord. We're in danger. This is a really obnoxious sound effect. We have a key card. We need to use it in several places.
Warning. Missile attack confirmed. All personnel evacuate immediately.
Cool. Let's hobble our way out of here. Oh, I think I'm out of big healing items, which that sucks a lot. Oh, hey, there's some bubbles down there. That's a nice touch, actually. Okay, all of you have gone and gotten naked. Is it? Okay. Oh, we are in real rough shape right now. The worst part is, I think we need to go downstairs to like reconfigure the key card. There was something down there. Anyway, we'll take that out. I don't know if we need the facility key anymore. We need healing. Badly. We have one more mixed herb. Look at all this ammo I never did anything with. What a shame. That's really all this comes down to. It's just like, what a shame. Okay, so... I wish I still had that page open. I know I can make more shells. We do still have another bee in there. No, there's a lot more bees. Cool. Look, I know there's all sorts of stuff that I could have done with this gunpowder. But quite frankly, we're pretty close to the end of the game. I just want shotgun shells. Who needs a handgun when you have a shotgun with this many rounds? Hopefully, not me. Okay, let's grab those healing items and go about our merry way. I think I can combine those... what? I think that would give me flame rounds. I don't know if that's any good. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Alright. Can't do it because they're already in there. So... back in the box you go. Okay, looks good. Unlike Jill. Poor Jill. Oh. Okay, we're gonna break... Nah. I was going to break protocol on the saving that I've been doing, but no, we're just gonna save over that. Okay. We now have the stuff. So I have a key card, so I can either go down that way, which I don't think I need to do, or down there. We don't have a timer yet, so let's go this way. Oh hey, grenade rounds. Perfect. We have a grenade launcher. It's closed with a sturdy looking door. There's a tiny slot where a plastic cartridge should fit. Okay. Question is, do I want to run back up and throw some powder at these grenades? Because if I do that, that would turn them into flame rounds. I could get those out of here and then turn those also into flame rounds. I think it's flame rounds anyhow. Why not? Let's use some of this powder stuff that I haven't been doing anything with the entire game. Do, 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 do. Oh, it only does it 6 at a time, I see. And yes, it does give me flame rounds. So let's just convert the rest of these to flame rounds. Hopefully that's not a terrible idea. It seemed like it was saying, hey, use a keycard here on this door. And also, where does this door go? Because, like, I'm here. Is it just a closet? Where a plastic card should fit. Bryce will remember this. Okay. Well... we know where we're going at this point, I think. I swear there was something down stairs that said... like it was a key card rewriter. Can you tell how done I am with zombies? Perfect. More green herbs. Not going to mix any of those up until we have to. Hopefully we'll find some reds along the way.
Jill! Jill, where are you? If you can hear this transmission, respond immediately.
I'm here. What's up?
I got us a ride. The chopper engines are running and ready to go.
On my way.
The city's about to become ground zero. Hurry up! And don't forget to take that device with you.
What does it do?
That device tracks the distance of the approaching missile. Make sure you bring it with you. Now listen to me. Don't give up. We're both gonna survive this. Just get over here!
It's a portable radar receiver. You've got the radar receiver. So, good news. We are at the end of the game. Let's do it.
Warning. Missile attack confirmed. Warning. Missile attack confirmed. Emergency level D. All personnel evacuate immediately.
This is an interesting way to do a timer, also. Not just having, like, oh, there's a timer on the screen, having, like, here's a big spooky missile command looking thing over there. Alright, last call. Nothing in here, just a bunch of a gunpowder. If something poisons me at this point, I'm just going to be upset. If that's that worm, I swear. Not going back. Power distribution unit is not working now. More of the same.
Checking system. Checking data. Warning. There is not enough power to activate the system.
Okay, I guess that's in then.
Battery connected.
So the question is, what is this thing?
Battery connected. Battery connected. Railgun enhancement activated. Executing quick charge program. Preparing system fired.
Rude. Come on over here, my dude.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, come on, not this nonsense again. Cool. Alright, so there is something commendable about not having UI on screen at all times because, like, it can very quickly cover things up and become, we'll say, unwieldy and overwhelming. But at the same time, not having any on screen is its own issues, and you're seeing those issues here. Like, for the record, I do like... Let's see. I'm just going to leave these behind for a sec. We're going to go down here. Grab those grenade rounds again. But yeah, like I do legitimately like these classic Resident Evils definitely do not have any sort of UI on screen. However, like Resident Evil 2 Remake, the your health bar UI will appear on screen when it changes. So in the case that you have gotten hit and it's taking you down to danger, you have an on-screen UI element that is like, hey, you should heal, as opposed to what just happened and has happened to me many, many, many times in this playthrough, where like I have to either go into a menu or start moving to see how my health is holding up, which, like, your mileage may vary on things, and I think it's a good solution what Capcom came up with for the remake, because it surfaces that thing, and it is, video gamey and whatnot, and it does make it to where you're going to die less. Which I would argue is good. I left my herbs, we can grab them downstairs. Yes, we have the right thing equipped. Bring it. Gimme that herb. Really seems like I don't need this facility key either anymore. I'm kind of curious what it might go to. Cool. Yeah, there wasn't anything else in here, so let's roll.
Warning. Missile attack.
But yeah, like, the dream is to be able to play things without having a UI. As much as I love a good UI. That was dumb. But that's why you have, things like Dead Space with its UI that, like your health bars on Isaac's back, those sorts of things, where you have like these really clever ideas of how to handle these things. And honestly, Dead Space was like, I straight up ogled the UI in Dead Space. It's real slick. Like that like all in-game, what is it, diegetic? That's the word. The like diegetic UI of like, all of the menus that appear are like appearing in space with like some sort of semi-transparent nonsense. Like, it's all really cool. This is one of Umbrella's deadly bioweapons. That guy has had really a much better time. I should stop staring at that because there's a missile incoming.
Battery connected.
Can't skip this, so... But yeah, I guess there is some arguments online of like exactly what this creature is. Is it Nemesis? Is it a tyrant? Is it G? Is it T? Is it like, what exactly is it? The walkthrough I was breezing through was all like very indignant that it is what did they say? I think they said it was Mr. X. Like, come on. Jill. Push. There you go.
Rail cannon has been activated. Executing quick charge program. Preparing to fire.
I don't think I hit it. Nope. Nope. Do not.
Warning. System overheating. Entering cooldown mode.
Where was that door? Over there.
You want stars? I'll give you stars.
Okay, so for the record, that was Nemesis. Whatever this walkthrough I was reading was saying, just no. Like, that line does not make sense unless it's Nemesis. Let Jill have her moment. That was Nemesis. There you go.
Jill! Over here!
I guess we're all set.
All right then, we're out of here.
Oh no.
It's here. It's time to go.
That's it. I've had it. This time they've gone too far.
And now we have a rather unfortunate turn of events. It seems that the President and the Federal Council have passed judgment over the civilians of Raccoon City. President and Federal Council have ruled that the Bacillus Terminate operation is the best course of action for this extreme situation and have since executed. Based on that fact, Raccoon City has been literally wiped off the map. Current reports have the death toll surpassing the 100,000 mark. Our hearts go out to those poor civilians of Raccoon City.
Okay. So, yeah. This game has been extremely frustrating in terms of just like boss fight after boss fight after boss fight after boss fight. They were really trying to push up the action in this, and like it feels almost experimental in how far they were trying to push things. So, fair. Like, that's really about all I've got on that, is just fair. They were trying something, and a lot of people really love this game. And they're not wrong to. There's some really cool stuff in this game, and I was really digging it right at the start. However, like, as the weeks went on and I had, you know, a boss fight a week and was struggling with it and whatnot, and like, again, this also comes down to I'm doing this and putting it up on the internet somewhere and not just playing it casually where I can, you know, be frustrated myself and just deal with it. It was, I'm being frustrated, and also I feel like I'm wasting people's time by being bad at this game. So there's definitely that. So, going back to the concept of this, high school me, was he wrong? Kinda, yeah. Of course he was wrong. It was high school me. I was dumb kid. I had a lot of bad opinions. Ooh boy, grade E. Yeah. High school me had a lot of bad opinions. So, yeah, high school me was probably wrong. Current me still don't love it. Like, that's really what this comes down to. Oh, hey, I can play the extra game. The boutique key and the costume. Epilogue. Hello. After escaping the city, Jill set out to join Chris Redfield. However, all she found was an empty hideout of Chris's. On the floor was Chris's knife. Jill left without hesitation because she firmly believes that Chris is still alive. She will search for him until she finds him. Then they can go and put an end to Umbrella. Alright, we are pushing up against time, but you know what? We're gonna go real quick, like. Oh, hey, it's the mercenaries.
It all began as an ordinary day in September. An ordinary day in Raccoon City. A city controlled by Umbrella.
This is the same.
No one dared to oppose them.
Yeah, it is. Alright. We're just going to skip ahead because I want to get to the boutique. We're going to wrap things up with that. dang it, I earned some costumes. Let's see what they threw on here. Can't skip this one. So, like, overall, it's still not my favorite. Like, Resident Evil 2 is just so stinking good.
September 28th, daylight.
So it's definitely, it's always going to be my favorite. Like, part of it is it's the first one I played. Part of it is there's just so much to it. Like, the Claire and Leon storylines, and also Hunk, and also Tofu. Just, like, everything in that game is just, like, there's so much to it. And it answered the question that I kind of always had a problem with in terms of zombie stuff. Of just like, hey, how did all of this stuff spread? How... Is that a different handgun? No? Okay. Like, it actually had an answer for how did, you know, zombies happen to an entire city when zombies are lumbering and slow. And yeah, like, there's just so much to that game that is tied up with nostalgia, but also, like, I so very much enjoyed playing through it again last year. And the remake is just gorgeous and all that good stuff. So, Resident Evil 2, clearly still my favorite. From there, I don't actually know the order that I played the games in. I feel like I played 3 kind of last. Like, I don't know how to get to the boutique from here. But yeah, like, I'm pretty sure before I played Resident Evil 3, I had played through the Resident Evil 1 HD, or it wasn't even called HD, it was just the GameCube version. That key is in the item box, isn't it? Grumble, grumble. So, yeah, there was, like, pretty much never a chance that Resident Evil 3 was going to be my favorite, because I played 2 first. I'm fairly certain I played the GameCube version of Resident Evil 1, which was such a great remake as well. And then, of course, like, Code Veronica is just kind of weird, but it's like, it's... I remembered it more fondly. Like, it felt more classic Resident Evil, and again, this gets into, like, the politics of game company nonsense, where Capcom was on the bill for 3 mainline Resident Evils for PlayStation, And Code Veronica was originally going to be Resident Evil 3. Give me that key. So yeah, Code Veronica was originally going to be Resident Evil 3, but then Sony was basically like, wait a minute, you're going to give them a Resident Evil, but you owe us a third Resident Evil. And Capcom was like, well, we have this Resident Evil for, this Jill adventure that's more actiony and whatnot. And we were going to call that some Resident Evil subtitle. And Sony was like, oh no, don't do that. We want a numbered Resident Evil. And it's like, Capcom was just like, okay, well, we'll call this one Resident Evil 3 and we'll give this one a subtitle, I guess. So, yeah, Resident Evil, like, Code Veronica always felt, I don't know, proper. Like, that's a dumb word for it, but it felt like the proper Resident Evil. It felt like a proper Resident Evil, whereas Resident Evil 3, like, again, when I played in high school with easy mode turned on and had all of the weapons to play with, like, it really felt like, it felt so very much like a side game. There we go. We made it. Let's check out some outfits. It's the classic Jill. Oh, that's pretty great, actually. I really dig that. Okay, so there's all sorts of outfits I guess we could unlock. I am fairly well done with this, though. So, yeah, I think we finished this just in time, because I think next Friday is the release of Resident Evil 3 Remake. I'm really hoping that I can, tonight, go play the demo that dropped today, which, if you're keeping track, that means this is going up tomorrow. So, I need to get to digitizing, rendering, and all that editing goodness and blah. So, yeah, overall, it's fine. Like, for the people that really love Resident Evil 3, I'm sorry you've had to put up with me complaining. For those of you that have come in and just kind of wondered what old Resident Evil was like, or at least old Resident Evil 3 was, it's all words. This has been fun enough for me to keep going, but also it was really frustrating for the several weeks where I was just stuck on the same boss fight and just kind of going in and dying and going in and dying and doing that as like an entire episode. So yeah, I think, again, I'm doing this and putting it on the internet, so it's more frustrating that way than if I had just done that casually. But it was just like, it was really, it felt like too many boss fights in a row. That's really what it was. It's just like, it was just, let me fight Nemesis, let me fight Nemesis again, let me fight Nemesis again, let me fight this worm thing, let me get killed by hunters because hunters suck. And yeah, it was really kind of just pressing on my nerves, but like overall this has been fine. It's still been like a classic Resident Evil, with the action slider turned up higher, and it feels somewhat experimental, honestly, and that's fine. Like, experimentation with systems and whatnot is pretty cool. It's not for me. A lot of people call this one their favorite. Great. I hope those people continue to love this and I haven't like marred their opinion anyway, because then I'll feel really bad. So, love what you love. I have not loved Resident Evil 3, but I haven't hated it, and high school me is still wrong. So, Like, that's really what I'm coming down to, is for me, this game is fine. Like, it's fine. I don't think I'll be replaying this a lot. I might go check out the Mercenaries game just to see what it is. But yeah, I'm done. Like, I'm really done with this game. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed this meandering, rambling look at ye old Resident Evil 3 on the GameCube. I don't know how many changes there actually were between like the PlayStation and GameCube release. It does look like they cleaned up some of the models to some degree, but it's not quite as pixely chunky goodness that you get from PlayStation. I imagine the outfits might have changed. I don't know, but yeah, there's been enough fun. So yeah, again, thank you very much for joining me. I've been Bryce. This has been VHS Play. Have yourself a lovely evening.